The tip number one is try getting your cup before your periods and try practicing it a few times. In this way, you don't have to struggle on the day of your period. Make sure you're always cutting your nails and washing your hands each time before inserting it. If you don't cut your nails, it's a sensitive area. You might end up getting hurt there. Once you've got the menstrual cup, put it in a boiling water, give it a nice boil, and then you can use it. You don't have to boil it each and every time when you're on your period. Just wash it with cold water. And if you want to use any soap, it's better that you use a water-based, not an oil-based soap. Just water is also fine. If you're scared that your cup might cause you pain, just when you're taking the shower, just try inserting it for the first time. That way, the water itself acts like a lubricant. It becomes much easier. Try to learn all the folds. The one which I use always is the punch down fold. I'm going to show it to you how it's done. See, this is the cup. Just, you can push it from the side and hold it firmly. This creates a very small entry to insert, and it's very easier. There are a lot of other folds which you can try it out and figure what suits you the best. There are these tiny little holes, what you can see on the cup. So what happens is sometimes this can get blocked. You can take a pin and just try to clean it off. If this is not cleaned properly, the cup is not going to create a vacuum. So make sure it's always clear. Once you have cleaned the cup and you're ready to insert it, and if you get tensed and you're not completely relaxed, the muscles are not going to stretch. So if you're not relaxed, don't just try to push it up. Don't hurt yourself. First, completely relax. You can just breathe in and breathe out for a few times and then try to insert it. Completely get relaxed and then try it. The other reason why you might end up getting hurt there is when you're not holding it firmly until it's completely inside. Suppose you have chosen a fold, see? You just don't have to open if it's not completely inside your vagina, or else it's just going to pop open up and it's going to hurt your urethra. So make sure it's completely inside and then release your fingers. Make sure the cup is always open inside. So how do you check it? See if this is the cup, you just swirl your finger around it and see if there are any folds. If there are any folds like this, just try to push your wall of the vagina the other side so that it creates a space and the cup can open up. If the cup is not opened up completely, it can cause you leaks. This is the most tricky part for a lot of people when you're trying to remove it. That is when people tell, I'm getting pain, it's hurting. So what happens is, the cup would have created a vacuum like this, and when you're just trying to push it out, it's not going to come up easily. So what you have to do is just try to pinch the base and slowly try to remove it. Especially for the people using copper T, the threads can come down slowly if you're not releasing the vacuum. So make sure you're releasing the vacuum and then try to slowly remove it. There are a few people who keep changing their cup very regularly once in a year because their cup is stained. You know, it's okay if your cup is stained because it's going to get stained if you're using it for many years. But if you want to avoid it, just wash it with cold water. You know, the cup is meant to be used for many years, not to create more waste. So, what is the purpose if you want to change it each and every time? So, make sure you're washing it with cold water, in that way, you're not staining your cup too. When you purchase this cup, there's always this cloth bag which is given. Make sure always storing it dry in here so that the cup is going to aerate properly. So these were the few tips what I wanted to share. Thanks for watching.